So a few things. You could go two-hand on this. I would suggest if you have a one-hander, let's look at that. Okay, I can look at anything, but with the two-handed backhand, downfall of this, we don't have the reach. Okay, right? Because with my second hand connected, right, this is about the extent I can reach. With the one hand, I can reach a lot further. Okay, so if you can control a one-handed backhand, I would do so. Now we have a roll and we have a flick. Okay, the primary difference is a roll is use shoulder as our hinge, and we're rolling up the back of the ball low to high. Okay, very little wrist movement. Actually, no wrist movement. Okay, low to high using the shoulder. Now for a flick, right, instead of working low to high, it's mainly going to be, think of throwing a frisbee. Okay, that's my motion. Okay, sure, I'm going to preset the paddle face right here. From there, I'm going to accelerate through. Main parts of my arm I'm using is wrist and forearm. Okay, obviously my shoulder is not hinging anymore, right? I still am using my shoulder to some extent, but I'm here. Okay, notice that extension, that quick movement. Okay, when to use a roll versus a flick. Okay, roll I'm going to use when the ball is net level or below. Okay, down here where I have to get top spin. When the ball is net level or above, I could still roll it, but I'd probably better off going with a flick because flick will get more pace. Okay, flick is used to get pace. A roll is used to get spin. Okay, so below the ball, look to roll. Above the ball, look to flick. Okay. Also, let's say I'm playing against Chris and Chris here. Okay, and let's say Chris is. That's pretty good. So let's say Chris is at the baseline hitting a third shot. Okay. The other Chris, or better Chris, no, I'm kidding. Wait, which one's A and B? Okay, you're A. Okay, Chris B is flying forward, right? Chris A hit his third, okay? Chris B is flying forward, trying to cut it off. If I get this ball, and I'm looking to roll it, everybody knows I'm rolling it, and it's going to be slow. Chris is going to come over and count it, okay? Now, this is the time I'm going to want to use a flip, okay? From this position, you guys tell me where I'm going. Okay, it looks right into Chris. Okay, watch this. Sure, it could be right at you, but also could be there. Okay, so that's the good thing about a flick. You can hide it very well. Okay, everything looks the same until it is off. Okay, so you can hide it for longer. If Chris is trying to come across, if I roll, this ball is going straight ahead, no matter what. Okay, very hard to roll a ball across. Okay, Chris A, can you grab a couple second balls here? Man, I'm getting so messed up with A and B. All right, so you're going to feed me a ball right around my left knee here to where I'm going to look to roll here at that orange cone. Oh yeah, that would be a flick. Good. All right. So that primary motion is the shoulder, very little wrist, same thing, hold it slow. Good. Okay, so the lower the ball is, the slower my swing is, the more I'm grabbing the ball, okay? Now let's go for a ball like up here, not too much higher, but just a bit. Here we go. Good. All right, so that was definitely more of a flip, okay? I extended outwards, and I accelerated. Okay, one more up here. Good. One more. All right. So up here, right, I don't necessarily need a ton of spin. A flick does get some spin if you do it correctly. However, again, I'm mainly pace and placement. Okay? Any questions on rolls or flicks? Awesome. A little bit more difficult on the actual speed ups, but once we can get these down, they're really good to have. All right? Here we go. 2 over there. Wide base is very key here, okay? Here we go. You're gonna go red cone in the middle, okay? Peru, you're gonna go orange. What was that?
Sorry, that was
good. Speed it a little lower. I want to see your rolls. Okay. Yeah. starting now, right? Keep it right there.